Welcome to openmentor.net. In this session we are going to see method overloading in Java. This is very specific to object-oriented languages. Look at this class Java 12. We have got the same method calcarea. This is the same method name, but here it has got one parameter. It has got two parameters here. This is one integer and there are two integers, but the method name is exactly the same. This is not allowed in your regular C programming or COBOL programming. In procedural languages, each method name must be unique, whereas in object-oriented languages, depending upon the parameters you pass and the parameter types, the Java compiler literally finds out which method to call. So it is intelligent. So method overloading means you use the same method name based upon the parameters you pass, number of parameters and their order and their data types. The Java compiler and Java JVM choose the right method to call. First I am passing calcarea with one integer. I am calculating a square, just like an area of a square, a into a. In the second method, I am passing 5 and 10, which is like calculating the area of a triangle, half BH. Now I am using half BH. Since this is 1 by 2 is integer, I am using a typecasting float. Let us compile this program and then see what happens. Let us compile. Now it compiles fine. Let us execute. It shows first call of the calcarea with one parameter, a into a is 6. Second call to the function name or the method name calcarea with half bh, 10 and 5, half into 10 into 5, it becomes 5 into 5, 25. So it calls the exact methods with the right parameters. So this is called method overloading. Same name of the method but different purposes. If you see this plus symbol, okay, this plus symbol itself is an overloaded operator. If you use integers, it will use numeric additions. If you use this plus, this is a string, this is a number, it automatically converts this number to a string and then it prints, concatenates that to this string. So plus itself is an overloaded operator. Let us talk about inheritance now. I have a superclass 12i, Java 12i. It has an attribute parent I. Then I have got, and it has got two methods, calculate area with one integer, calculate area two integers. So there is a separate class called Java 12i with two methods. Now I have declared another class called child1 and use the keyword extends Java 12i. When you use the keyword extends, that means inheritance. Inheritance meaning the parent's attribute. This is called parent class or a superclass. This is called child class or the derived class or the subclass. Some people call this as base class also, the superclass or base class or parent class. This is subclass or child class or the derived class. So I say child1 extends Java 12i. It has its own attribute. So parent can also have separate attributes, child can have separate attributes. The child class has a method, void child method, hello from child method, just a print statement. You can put your application logic here, but for the sake of explaining the inheritance, I am doing so. So there is one class, superclass Java 12i. There is a child class called child1. Now look at this. What happens is I declare another class called caller. From the caller class, I am instantiating the child class. When you instantiate the child class, all the properties and methods or attributes and methods of the parent class are also automatically getting inherited by the child class. Now I am saying the instantiated child class object name dot calculate area, whereas if you see in this child class I have not declared the calculate area as one of the methods. Then how come I declare calculate the child area with one parameter and two parameters? That is because since the parent class has two methods, calculate area, these two, the moment you extend that, the parent's methods and properties are automatically available to the child also. So that's why the moment I instantiate the child object, I'm saying child object, the method declared in parent, child object dot method declared in parent with two parameters, then child object and its own method. So let us try to compile this and then see what happens. Now I compile this. Instead of calling the main class of the Java 12i, I am calling the main of caller. Say Java caller. Look at this. It is in the caller class. It called the parent's method calculate area with one parameter, printed that value. It called the calculate area of parent with two parameters, got the value. It printed the method from the child. So in simple terms, inheritance means the properties or attributes and the methods of the parents are available to the child class. The moment you use the word extends, it is called inheritance. In the previous session we talked about the method overloading, right? Just before this. So you can also have another calculate area with the same name in the child also, overriding this. So overloading or overriding is you declare the same method in another place. So if you use the overriding here in the child class, the moment you say child class, that overriding method, parents is ignored, the child's method is invoked. So this is how you can have define the methods and attributes in one place, start inheriting so that you don't replicate the code. This helps you in better troubleshooting and better maintenance with concise coding. You can have any number of inheritance levels, but typically in application design, some people prescribe maximum 5 levels of inheritance, some people define 3 levels. It's up to the architect to design which is the optimal way for your business application. So there is no restriction as of now in terms of prescribed guidelines, but it has to be chosen from by your application architect. So we have seen method overloading as well as inheritance of properties and methods of the parent class by the child class. We will end this session here now. Thank you.